cannot imagine the feeling that is running through my entire being right now. This is such a dream come true, I can honestly tell you. My father, I hope that he was able to withstand the cheering crowd out there. Well, it's through his disability that I found out about the hundreds of thousands of homeless veterans that were in our country. And it was through the experience of being a daughter of a disabled veteran that I got the passion to work on this, because this is every U.S. citizen's concern, because it does take part of our veterans, and that's someone that we should take care of. I have, actually, but the Miss America system is unlike any other, and I've only been competing in it for 4 years. This was my 4th and final year. I would have aged out this year, so, yes.
What's the first thing you're going to do now as Miss America?
Well, I'll probably want to visit with my family first, but I really want to work on Congress immediately because the fiscal year's coming up, and that's what my issue stands for, so I want to hit that up first. All these flashing cameras.
Would you put that crown on better? I'm afraid it's going to come.
Oh, okay. Is that?
Is your father here with you, Miss America? Tell us about your father. Heather, tell us about your father.
My father, actually, he was in the Vietnam War, and he served a term over there which took away his Olympic dreams. He was shot and got rheumatoid arthritis throughout his whole body, and it makes him incapable at times to pick up things and now to even walk. He was in the hospital in March and was they induced him into a coma for a month, and that really has taken a toll on his physical side. So at 52 years of age, it's really sad to see my father with this rheumatoid arthritis, which was caused by several bullets in the Vietnam War. So that's why I'm so passionate about this. It's not the prettiest platform, ladies and gentlemen, but it's one that I believe is necessary.
In a time when they're cutting back on all of the veterans' aid, how do you think that you can influence Congress?
I think that the way to get funding is to spread the awareness, because people don't know. Every time I've gone to a school, a business, I've been on television, I've told people about the homeless veteran problem. They have no clue that there are veterans that are homeless. So I think by spreading the awareness first, it will probably dumbfound people.
What do you think your father thinks tonight?
I think he's probably elated. I can't wait to see his smiling face, really. The fact that you've seen older men cry in front of you, that inspires me, because we're talking about thousands of veterans that have bottled up years of wisdom and of hurt, and when they let that out to you, do you know how much of a privilege it is to gain the trust of a veteran, for them to tell you their war stories? That's the benefit, and that keeps me going on this platform.
What did you think about the competition as a whole?
I loved it. I can tell you now that all 51 contestants here, we had such a good bonding time. Walt Disney World was great for us to get to know one another before we came into Atlantic City. And it was very interesting when they were calling the top 10, because I had this weird calm over me thinking, you know, any one of these girls could be in this top 10. And even if I didn't make the top 10, I would be ecstatic for whoever did, because I have made 50 friends here over these past 2.5 weeks. I thought it was an unfortunate turn of events for the 51 contestants here currently. We felt for a couple of days that it overshadowed us a little, but you know, we rise to every occasion, and we know that this competition this year was our focus. So we tried to help each other and keep each other's chins up.
Do you think the 4 years of competing on the state level were really important to your winning, or do you have won without that?
I believe that with every competition, it's like a sport. You only get better if you are able to improve, if you love to learn. And that's each year I did that. I tried to improve upon myself, not just for pageant's sake, but I was also in school, a graduate school, and I was teaching. And those things combined together were cyclical and helping one another. So yes, I believe the 4 years in school and competing were what helped me.
What did your father tell you tonight before you came out?
I didn't get to talk to him tonight before I came out.
Do you have a boyfriend?
Oh. Yes, I do.
You said you prayed for this. Can you tell us about your faith?
I was raised in a church, and I was raised in a church-going family. And it's through my strength in God, my faith, that there are times, and it's not just in the pageant realm, ladies and gentlemen, it's in school, in life, dealing with this platform. There are several times that you count on prayer for strength.
Design your dress?
No, that's the first question of anyone. No, I wasn't able to take time to do that this year.
Do you think you'd like to sing professionally?
I believe that fashion design, there's my family. I believe that fashion design is in my forefront. I'm not sure that I'm ready for a professional singing career.
Most looking forward to in the upcoming year?
Pardon?
What are you most looking forward to this upcoming year?
Getting more in depth into my platform and dealing on the national political forefront and getting people aware of this problem, because it's something that we need to address immediately. Any words for the volunteers? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can tell you that this would not happen without the hundreds of volunteers that take place and help shape this program. I know that backstage, they are the men and women that we count on to be our support, and we need that emotional support behind us, so thank you.
What was the hardest part of the competition?
The hardest part? Actually, the anticipation of tonight, because all 51 of us have become so close that we almost hated to see it come to an end, so that probably was the toughest part, not really the competition itself.
Thank you, Miss America. This was wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr.
We've
Beck.
got some surprise people for you.